Welcome back, everybody, to 164 Revival and the second month of the Four Horsemen group build. And this is my month to do the hosting of this, and my choice of the casting was the tail dragger. And there is the tail dragger that I've got. And I took off tampos. I was just experimenting, doing the dry erase marker technique to take off tampos, and it worked. It worked real good. This is the original paint to it. These castings came out, I believe, in 1998, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I probably should have looked that up there on the Hot Wheels fandom, the wiki information there, but I believe it was 98 that these came out. My version was the black version, and then it had a little pinstriping on it. And what I want to do with this is I'm going to be taking out the skirts on here, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to strip this or actually use this as a base, a black base, to start a candy, maybe a Createx candy. And I'm thinking I might do the Wicked colors from Createx in a pearl lime green. I think it might go good with the interior. I wouldn't have to touch that interior. It's a tan interior. Being this is it's not a new casting, but it's I guess a newer casting. So there's not a whole lot wrong with it. It's been well taken care of. I can't remember where I picked this up at. But it was taken care of pretty well. So what I'm kind of tossing around is leaving this gloss black, so I don't have to paint it gloss black. Shoot the Quicksilver by Createx over that to get a bit of a chrome base on there, and either do that and go with a candy poison green, which I'm kind of favoring, or if I do strip it, then I would go with the pearl lime, because this isn't a candy, and I wouldn't want to go over the Quicksilver, because it's got a chrome finish. That's what you need for the Candy 02 there by Createx. But the theme on this is Rat Fink. So I've got some options that I've got some tampos that I can put on there. I've been thinking about doing the all RF. If I do, some kind of reds on there, maybe do the RF across here. I don't know. I've been tossing around some different ideas. But yeah, the skirts are coming off, and I'm not quite sure about how well I can pull it off, but taking the front fender off, although it's molded in the base. Don't know about the back. Probably leave the back. Was also toying around with taking these side pipes or at least, you know, grinding that down and shaping that just so it's smooth, and then doing just straight pipes out the back. But there's some pretty low clearance on there. I mean, this thing's dropped. It's slammed. So yeah, let's first off, let's go ahead and get her taken apart, see what we got going on, see what kind of wheels we're going to put on there, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, we got everything apart: interior, glass, body, base. Haven't taken the wheels off yet. What I'm thinking about doing, putting some real riders on there. Bigs on the back, smalls on the front. And I got to looking around, and at some point in time I had picked this up. It is the Cruise Bruiser. I believe this was a part of the art series or whatever. Just flat god awful. That base is set up gasser style. It's some kind of a wagon. I'm not sure what kind it is, but I was wondering about throwing that engine in here. So I would have to strip this. I believe I'm gonna have to strip it anyway because I want to get these fender skirts off of there. Because I don't want to do just another version of a tail dragger in a Rat Fink Theme or whatever. I'm gonna get rid of those. That way you can really enjoy the look, of the real riders on there. But what I want to do is I want to take this apart, and I'll probably use this in future things. Get rid of these wheels, see what the base can do, or just kind of redo this up with a different engine, obviously different wheels and all that, as the gasser that it is. Be pretty cool. But I want to get this engine out of there because I think Rat Fink would really enjoy having that engine stuck in this dude. So I'm going to take this apart, I'm going to cut that out, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I went ahead and got the axles, got the slots ground down, got the tubes in, got them glued in, got the wheels in, and that right there is for flat surface for engine mount. So you can put my engine right up in there, which I'll do once the body is on so that I can center that through. And usually I don't do this. I don't usually show a whole lot prior to, but kind of liking this build here and how it's going. We'll kind of slot that in. We'll do a little quick mock-up and see what we're looking at here. Get that engine centered in. It looks like I'm going to have to grind down just a little bit of the bottom side edges where those pipes are coming in. Looks kind of like the wheels are actually hitting it. That's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much how she's looking so far. I'm going back and forth on whether or not I'm going to paint it green. I'm going round and round on what I want to do with the paint. I'm thinking I might do a tan top and just do a primer body on it. I don't know, but we'll see. But so far, it's starting to look a little like it's coming together nicely, kind of the way I envisioned so far. So let's see what happens. Okay, I went ahead and primered it up in some white Stynylrez Res primer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the pearl green Createx. You mix up 40-30, a little bit of 40-12 reducer. Shot about 4 coats of that on there. And we're ready for some decal. Alright, now we're going to do a little decal work. Got these online. And they're on clear. So they're not really opaque, but they should be able to work on this real light green background. Got a little more water on there than I wanted. I'm just gonna have to squeegee out some water here. After I put these where I want them, then I'll get the let's see here, we will get the microsol. I usually use microset, but I didn't. It's just water on there. And then I'll go with microsol around the edges, soften it up a little bit, get those edges to really lay down. There we go. Now I'll just kind of blend everything out and kind of won't see an edge on there. And then I'll clear, get about one more coat of clear. Make it look like it's been painted on instead of it being a decal. So I'll go ahead and put the rest of these decals on, and we will go from there. Okay, I got the last of the clear coat on there right after I finished putting the decals on that I wanted on there. Gonna let this dry. I might bake it under a lamp for a little while. Once it gets nice and hard, then we are going to be ready for assembly. Okay, got the base ready. The engine is mounted in with a little bit of detail. Obviously the body is painted. We got the glass sitting over here. I did some minor detail on the interior there. Put a big shift knob in there. Put a steering wheel with a pin. Just drove a pin through, a little flathead pin, and then the 3D printed steering wheel by Blue Meanie Customs TSI that I get some engine and header parts from, 164 3D print. Put that all together, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this assembled and put it on the turntable and see what you guys think. Okay, here it is all assembled. I think Rat Fink kind of likes it. Got the Real Riders on there. Cut open the hood. Put the Bruce Cruiser engine in there. The little detail on there polished up. Put some clear gem headlights in there. And red gem rear lights on the back. Did the Rat Fink theme up with the decals on the side. And here we go in the shop. Little glamour shots going on. Want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this episode of the Four Horsemen. My host for this month. Please check out the other three guys in the Four Horsemen. We got Keith at Outlaw Speed Shop, Paul at Diecast Graveyard, and Xavier there at Diecast Show Customs.